Alright, good day everyone. So today we're gonna do another unboxing video. And this time it's gonna be the SH Monsterarts Gigan Great Decisive Battle version from the movie Godzilla Final Wars. So before we begin, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell to get the latest updates from the hobbyist. Okay, so this is the SH Monsterarts Gigan Great Decisive Battle version. So this is the second Final Wars Gigan that SH Monsterarts released. It has more accessories compared to the original, and we're gonna look at all of those accessories later on. But first, let's look at the box. So this is what the front of the box looks like. So it has all the trademark information at the bottom, the machination sticker. And the nice thing about this box is it actually has the movie title on the top of it, something that SH Monsterarts normally don't do. But anyway, that's the front of the box. On the top, it's a simple Gigan 2004 Great Decisive Battle version. On the right, same thing. On the left, it has a small picture of Gigan. Same thing. And then at the back, it shows you all of the accessories that comes with the figure. Also comes with the extra head sculpt and all that. Really nice. And we're gonna go ahead and open up this figure and show you all of the accessories and everything that comes into the box. Okay, so out of the box, this is what the figure looks like. So yeah, it's a big box, comes with a ton of accessories. So first is that's what the figure looks like, and then it has a pair of chainsaws, some upgrades on the head. I'm not gonna give away so much from the movie, but those are head upgrades. And then it also comes with a beam effect or a laser effect, if you will, and the chainsaws for the chain for the sight that the Gigan throws out to its enemies. Anyway, and it also comes with a set of instructions. It's in Japanese, but the installation and whatnot are self-explanatory anyway. So yeah, so let's go ahead and open up the figure. Let's start off with the paint application and the sculpt. So this is SH Monsterarts, this is Yuji Sakai, and they didn't really skimp on the sculpt and paint application on this one. This is an amazing figure. They did an awesome. I'm particularly impressed on how they did the armor. It really gives you that feeling of the armor being hammered into Gigan's body. So those intricate hammer marks are really amazing. And then on the wings, there's also some ribbing as well, similar to how it was in the movie. So there's 2 rows of ribbing, and it's really executed well. The eyes were sculpted using a translucent plastic, which is perfect for Gigan's eyes. And then the claws of Gigan are also sculpted perfectly, similar to how it was in the movie. And a lot of the details, a lot of the metal parts on Gigan, the buzzsaw, the spiked armor on the tail and the tail end, a lot of these are painted with some sort of a weathering effect, and SH Monsterarts did an amazing job on painting this figure. So I have really no qualms whatsoever with how they painted it. And so yeah, now in terms of sculpt, the body suit of Gigan is intricate, and what I like about their choice of color application, they used a blue color that isn't too bright, isn't too dark. It's perfect. And as you can see here, I can decrease the lighting, and it's not gonna affect how much of the detail you can see from this figure. So it's really amazing what SH Monsterarts did with this figure. Now, in terms of sculpt on the accessories, so this is the extra neck piece that comes with the figure. It also has some weathering effect on the metal, which is an awesome touch to it. The same with the mandibles that are also included with the figure. So I feel like the mandibles could use a more, well, yeah, well, it has a little bit of that weathering effect, although not as much as the one that's connected to the figure. So I feel that's a bit of an inconsistency, but something that we could live with, to be honest. Now, going to the chainsaws. Chainsaws, again, there's weathering going on. This thing looks a bit rushed, in my opinion, but yeah, I feel like they could do a better job on how they apply the weathering effect on these ones. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the other accessories. This one on the horn, yeah, there's a little bit of weathering going on there. Yeah. And then on the beam effect or on the laser is really amazing, and how they painted it and how they sculpted it. It's really good. It's consistent with how it is in the movie, and I'm particularly impressed on how they did this one. So yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and look at the articulation on this figure. Okay, so in terms of articulation, let's start off with the head. So the head can look all the way up that far for the flying pose, and then it could look down that far, and then the mouth doesn't close completely, so it closes up to that far. That's because of all these rows of teeth, and then it opens up to that far, and then reveals that gaping mouth. Anyway, the head moves all the way around like so. Do be careful because there is like this dangling part for the head to be flushed to the body. But yeah, so the neck is all connected by a ball joint, so it moves all the way around. Another word of caution are the spines. So it's there, it moves with the joint, but it kind of hinders how you move it. So whenever you turn it one direction, make sure you check on it, or you might nick the other one and accidentally break those spines. So again, these are pretty thin, so you have to be careful when you're moving them. The neck piece attaches to Gigan using two joints. So there's a female ball joint on the lower end, and then there's a male joint that connects to the head. So to do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the head first. So to make sure that the mandibles don't get broken in the process, what I do is I remove them first, and then that's the time you remove the head, and then this thing kind of floats around. So what you do is you just keep it there, and then finally what we're gonna do is to remove the neck. Okay, like so. And now that we've removed it, all we need to do now is to put back the new neck part. So again, supporting the figure from the waist And once we're done with that, all we need to do is to return the head. Like so. And from there, we could return the mandibles. Sorry. So this is the old one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the new ones. Giving Gigan that fiercer look. There. And finally, the horn. Move it and connect the upgrade. The arms are connected by a ball joint, and then the elbows are also connected by a ball joint. So I think all of the joints are really ball joints. It's amazing. And then the nice thing is the shoulders, they have shoulder pads, so that way when you pose it up, it still looks flushed with the figure. It doesn't look awkward, which is amazing. Now, before we go to the waist area, let's try to look at the wings. So the wings actually flap up this far. So it looks like that at the front. And then it flaps open all the way that far for the flying pose. It's not connected by a ball joint, so those are basically it's hinged on Gigan's back. The sail moves up and down, so it's also hinged on Gigan's back. It's only hinged on one part, so do be careful in moving it. It's not gonna move side to side, it just moves up and down. Now the buzzsaw doesn't move, so it's there but it doesn't move. The claws on Gigan, these two parts are actually removable, so you can pop them off. You can pop off these two and replace them with the optional part that we have. So it pops off. So it's connected by two pegs. So do be careful on removing them because the other peg is a bit small. So it pops off, and then what you do is you connect one of these wires to Gigan to complete the look. So for example, this guy right here, so we connect it on the side. I think I took the wrong one. Okay. So this one, so it has two sets, one on the left, one on the right. The joints are quite different from each other, but you can figure that out. So yeah, so this one connects to the claw this way. There's also a marking there to signify which hand it is. Let me see if I can give you a close-up there. Yeah, so there's a marking if it's the left or the right hand. There's a small letter. This one says L, so it's for the left hand of Gigan. Okay, so it's an easy fit. It should be an easy fit like that. And so now Gigan has this very long chain. Okay, so yeah, so that's how to connect the chain on Gigan's claw. Now let's go ahead and try to replace the, so also by the way, all of these joints, they come with all of these accessories, they come with a lettering. So this one also has the letter L. That way it would be easy for you to determine which one goes where. So there's 4 of them, so you can replace all of these 4 blades with the one with the chain or with the wire. Now to remove the hand piece, so it's connected by a ball joint here, so all you need to do is just to pop it off like so and replace it with one of Gigan's chainsaw. And the nice thing about these chainsaws is it actually has some articulation in them. So if you turn these chains, the chains actually turn, and you don't have to worry about getting hurt because these things are made of rubber. But you do have to be careful because you might be able to tear these guys away. And fits right in. Okay? So now let's go ahead and look at the articulation on the waist down. So hips, again, it's connected by a ball joint, and it has this piece right here, this dangling piece right here, so that whenever you move the leg, it still looks flushed on the rest of the body. And then the knees is connected by 2 joints, and both joints are also ball joints. And then there's a little piece right here, little joint on the shin, that is particularly SH Monsterarts. It moves, but it's pretty hard to move, and that's because of how they sculpted it. They sculpted it really flushed on the figure. And then the feet, again, are connected by a ball joint. So there are a few joints here. So there's 1, 2, 3 joints on the feet, allowing it for a dynamic range of motion on Gigan's foot. Now, going on to the tail. So the tail, again, since it has a lot of these metal, or these armor plating, I would caution whenever you're trying to move the figure, especially the one that the last 2 joints on the tail, and that's because it could easily hit the other joint right there. I feel like this one could be, bent a little forward, but yeah, I think the reason why they did that is to prevent it hitting the sail. Anyway, it is what it is, or maybe they could have made this second piece shorter. So all of these are ball joints, by the way. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 18 joints on the tail alone, and all of those are ball joints. So this tail can really move dynamically. There's 18 joints, just the tail, and then the tail end is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints on the tail end. So in terms of articulation, this tail can move. Anyway, so yeah, so that's it for the articulation on this figure. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to compare this figure with the rest of the figures that you may have in your collection. Okay, so this is how the SH Monsterarts Gigan stack up against a SH Monsterarts Godzilla. So since the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2004 hasn't been released yet, so I think the closest one we got is the Kiryu Goji, or the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2002. So as you can see, it's a bit smaller in terms of scale compared to Gigan here, basing it on the shoulders, not on the horn. basing it on the shoulders and the height of the head. Now, I'm not sure. I'm just speculating here in terms of the height. So I wish that they would release Final Goji to be a bit taller so that it stacks well with this Gigan figure. And what I have here is the Bandai Movie Monster series Mothra. So Mothra, in terms of height, in terms of build, is pretty much okay in terms of scale with Gigan on this one. We also have, this is a work in progress. We also have here the Bandai Movie Monster series Anguirus. And Anguirus, this one is a work in progress because we are currently customizing it. Also scales well with this Gigan figure. So anyway, so that's how they stack up against each other. Okay, so my final thoughts about this figure. It's an awesome figure to have. Again, the sculpt is amazing. The paint application is really well. I can't fault them in any way in terms of the sculpt and paint application. This is an incredible figure. How it was sculpted and everything, and how the accessories also attached to the figure, how they did everything there is really well. The only fault that I can think of is really how they implemented the laser. So it's really good how they sculpted it and everything. My only gripe is it's not backward compatible. So I would suggest that you take good care of the stand that comes with it, because the other stands that Tamashii Nations has is not compatible with this laser beam. So try not to break this thing. But other than that, everything else about the figure is really good. The sculpt, the paint application, the articulation on the figure is awesome. And all the guys doing stop motion with this thing is really going to enjoy working with this figure. And if you have saved for a Gigan figure, look no further. This is the figure for you. Everything that the previous release doesn't have, this guy has, and much more. I do suggest that if you want a Gigan figure, get one of these. So yeah. Okay, so before we end this video, we just want to give some quick shout outs to our fellow hobbyists: Gecko, Mr. McFiddlestick 71, Crimson Cranberry, Danzilla, Apollo Doggy, Kali Dua Lipa, Gojira, Marco Lavaro, Migs, Sandra Calderon, Kent Dabu, G-Man Forever, Victor 360, Mecha Bobby Bobs, Sean Gaming, Jovi Rivera, Kian Gianna, Kevin, Mr. Figure Inspector, and Jelly27. So guys, if you want to be included on our next video's shoutouts, all you need to do is hit on that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment on this video, and we will include your name on our next roll call. So yeah, thank you again. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. And so yeah, I guess that's it for me, folks. Again, thank you, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.